Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Well, it's so funny. I was listening to Miss VSN. I caught like maybe the last 10 minutes of it. And as I'm listening to her, she's like, well, I was scrambling to get on because I knew Barron was coming on soon. And then the funny thing is, I was scrambling to get on because even though I was like, oh, I could use another half hour, um, I know that the Duchess of Success is coming on. So then I was scrambling so that I wouldn't creep over into her schedule. So, but that says a lot about the Sussex squad that we give each other so much consideration for, that is among the content creators. So I think that's a good thing to that there's that consideration because it was just like, okay, so she's trying to get on before me or to avoid me, and I'm trying to avoid someone else. So very, very cool. I like that. Let's see. It's almost like some kind of scene from a romantic comedy, isn't it? Do you guys remember the movie My Best Friend's Wedding? And Rupert Everett's like, well, what are you doing? Well, I'm chasing him. Oh, okay. And what is he doing? He's chasing her. And he goes, well, if you're chasing him and he's chasing her, who's chasing you? Oh man, I got to watch that movie again. It was very good. So how is everybody today? Elated, I hope. Excited. Um, I tell you, yesterday I was just saying, um, August, August. I didn't think there was going to be anything of note to talk about this August, except for the next installment of the Archetype. Well, did I have an epic failure with that one? I was a little short sighted. Who knew that the cut was coming? Who knew the cut was coming? So, apropos the cut, let me share this with you. It was a little something that I threw that I threw together early this morning. Let me share it with you. Well, not so early, but here we go. I'll share it with you. Okay. All right, you guys. That was just a little something to promote. Just a little something to promote the magazine. Mystic Toxin, hello. I wanted a chocolate lab. My hubby got attacked. I'm sorry, attached to the black lab. Okay, sorry. I've been running around all morning. But let me say hello to a few people. I don't want to be rude. Okay, so hello to Elaine Parker, who wants to say hi to a few people. And then there's Maureen Danian, who says, today has been a great day for squatties. I'm so happy. I am too. Well, hello to Berta Sanchez, Andrea Allen, Margaret Rollin, Maureen, Litland McCahey. Who else is there? Carolyn Sowers, Gwendolyn Daniels, Thrive with the Sussexes, who had such an amazing video yesterday. Annie Bullard, Hidley Joseph, Tiger Hub, Vetty, Jan Martin, Outsider's Perspective. Oh, speaking of Outsider's Perspective, I forgot to turn on the troll spray. Let me do that right now. Thank you, Outsider's Perspective. You just reminded me. I got to turn on the troll spray. Huh. Subscribers only. If you want a chance to get involved with the conversation, you're going to have to go back in time and subscribe a week ago. But you have to be a subscriber, okay? Okay, so there you have it. That is done. How did I forget that? And I saw someone, I think it was Church Nelly, had mentioned it before I started. And, well, it just didn't click. Well, I got it now. So don't want to forget that. We don't want to help out the haters, not by any stretch of the imagination. So sorry, haters. You have no power here. You have no agency or authority forthwith. So get stuffed, as they used to say. Get stuffed. Uh, oh, man. How could I have forgotten that? All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Got it. All right. So the troll spray is on. So they won't be a factor. I can assure you of that. And we can get back to running our business. We could all go back to running our business. There we go. Okay. Whew, what a relief. How could I have been so careless? How could I have been so careless? I know why. Because of all the excitement today, right? That's what it is. All the excitement. So anyway, that is done, and then we can get back to discussing these photos because I have some information about the outfit. The outfit. The out. Okay. Let me calm down because I am super psyched. But I do have some information about the outfit and the photographer. So deep breaths, deep breaths. It's going to be all right. But yeah, so we'll get into that. And again, hello to the rest of you all. And even though I haven't seen it yet, let me just go ahead and say it. Connie Baumer. Hello to Connie Baumer. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, and all right, let's get to it then. All right, let me see. Where are we here? Go back here just so I can make sure I can see your comments. All right. Okay, got it. So, hello. Thank you, Outsider Perspective. If it wasn't for you, I would have forgot about the troll spray. Hello, Lydia, Katarina Kemp, Noreen Lovelock, Mercedes Todd, Dara Edgehill, Joan Commonwealth, the Big Mama, Judy Regoat. Who else? Bonnie Mighty, Vetty, Sharon Marcia, Lawrence Hunter, Lorna Murray. Hi, Faith Manzini, Karen M. All right, Church Nelly. Okay, all right. I think I should get on with it then. All right, thank you all for being here. So there we go. Love this. It is so regal. You have to say this is very regal, but it's not, it's very understated at the same time. This is like one of, I believe, our Duchess's strongest poses is this one right here. Hello, Ruth Lopez. Who else just said hi? Let me see. For those who want to silence me, I never signed any document. Are you starting already? You all, please try to contain yourselves. We'll get to it. Let me see. Let me. No, the sound is on. I believe the sound is on. I think everybody else can hear me, but let me see. Okay, you just want to say hi to a few people. Yeah. I think the sound is good. Carolyn Sowers says the girl is on fire. All right, so here we go. Megan of Montecito, she left the firm behind. Harry's found a polo team in Santa Barbara. The kids are doing great. Now she's ready for her next act. So this article is by Allison P. Davis, and of course the photographer Campbell Addy. Campbell Addy. So there she is. Um, Now this pose may look a little familiar to you, and I will tell you why later because I think some of y'all kind of seen it before. And then, of course, the white power suit. Out of all of our Duchess's power suits, or white power suits, this one is my favorite. As you know, our Duchess can cut quite a figure in her power suits, and in particular, the white power suit is symbolic of the women's rights movement, equality for women. And so when she wears it, it's not just a gesture saying that, I look good in white, obviously. It is a matter of celebrating girl power. So who does it better than the Duchess of Sussex, right? And then there's this one. I'm going to imagine that this is possibly the stately, palatial, opulent, picturesque Montecito, Sussex manor. And of course, as we all know, there are no leaks in Montecito, that oceanside, beachside community in Santa Barbara County. There are no leaks, but this is probably some lanai or something like that, but a nice rustic piece of furniture. And the way they described the house in the article was just amazing. I mean, it's just like a chip off the old Tuscany. And of course, right here. Now, as you guys know, that Camilla Tominey, just the other day, was it the day before? When did this come out? The more Meghan speaks, the less anyone wants to listen. Her new Spotify podcast, Archetypes, epitomizes the law of diminishing returns. Yeah, that was on that was Saturday, I think, the 27th. So Saturday morning, this came out, right? And so it took her like a whole, what, 5 days to get up the courage to say something. And when she finally does, when she finally does, it's just a big fat nothing burger. Now, as you can see, Professor Murray, Melissa Murray, who is a squatty, she actually posted this. Oh my goodness, I see the Easter Island heads. Oh man, you remembered. Yeah. Something about Camilla Tominey always reminds me of Easter Island. I'm not sure what it is. Yes, I am. I do know what it is. It's that incredible amount of space between her hairline and her chin. I think a yardstick could not span the space top and bottom, but I digress. But anyway, Camilla Tominey finally got you too, Sherry Ware. Camilla Tominey finally got up the courage to go on the attack, only to wake up Monday morning and find out, bam, there's the cut. There is the cut. Now, to celebrate, let me see. Let me get this right. There we go. Let me remind you a little bit about Melissa Murray, Professor Melissa Murray, who is a contributor to the MSNBC. Let me give you a little bit.
Lightning round because I can't get it out of my mind. Melissa, to you first. I'm looking in the upper right hand behind you. Is that a giant picture of Meghan Markle? And I also want to know, on your pineapple pillow, what does it say?
So I think the pineapple pillow is a room raider pillow. And yes, that is a giant head of Meghan Markle.
That's fantastic. And to Jackie, you know the question coming.
So that is Melissa Murray. Is it professor or doctor or well? Anyway, Melissa Murray is a very well educated person who has contributed a great deal on MSNBC. And of course, she is a university professor, and I just adore her. And on occasion, you may actually see her streaming live on television. And just behind her, over her shoulder, there is a sign that says Team Sussex. Team Sussex. Don't you just love her? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is Professor Melissa Murray, Team Sussex, and she's very proud of it. I mean, there's a lot of people that you might say, well, she's she likes our Duchess or whatever. She makes it very clear. Team Sussex, and yes, that is a big giant image of the Duchess of Sussex on the bookshelf. So you gotta love her. Thank you so much, Alma Andrews, for the super chat. Those sad specimens and their lies are always several steps behind. Aren't they, though? Aren't they, though? I mean, it's just like, could you be any more inadequate? And all right, fair enough. I don't know what Camilla Tominey said. I didn't even know she said anything about the Duchess until I saw this on the Twitter. And I'm like, no, she didn't. But yes, she did. Oh, okay. Thank you, Olivia Johnson. New York University Law School. There you go. Thank you so much. Yeah, so she teaches at NYU, a very prestigious post, I might add. Okay. Thank you, Professor Melissa Murray. I love Melissa. Been the first time I saw her on Ari's show last year. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Thanks for saying that. Let me see. Hello, Audrey Teschner. Happy Monday to you. And this really is a happy Monday, isn't it? Oh, thank you, Tiger Hub. Well, I'm in quite a good mood. I woke up today and I slept so well last night. And who knew I would need the rest? Because when I woke up, I barely had a chance to do anything. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting at my PC. I'm just like, oh, I got to jump on this. This is big news. I want in on the celebration. Let's see. The paper, The Telegraph, gives the rodents what they deserve. Nice timing, Camilla Tominey, for a liar article. Oh, Judy Rigo, can you say that again? Can you say that again? It was perfect timing. Who knew that as she was writing that? And you know why they had no clue? Because there are no leaks in Montecito. The royal rodents are a day late and a pound short. They had no clue that something this big was coming. And keep it on mind, you guys. This is huge. This is huge. That article was everything. If you haven't read it yet, oh, I got to make sure I put the link for it. But it is a great read, and our Duchess it has been untethered, unshackled. She is free. She's soaring to new heights. But whenever there is a problem with royal rodents, you have to find some kind of way to deal with it. So, if you hear a scratch at the door and you open it up and you just happen to look down and you see this, just know that there's a way to deal with those royal rodents. Could you imagine that? Somebody scratching at the door and all of a sudden you open it up. So, I hear you have a rodent problem. Oh, they won't even know it's coming. So anyway, ah, oh man, let me look at some more of these comments. Baron, I don't understand. How can you know Meghan is saying something if you wasn't listening? Camilla Tomlin is losing it, right? Exactly. Camilla Tomlin. Well, let me remind you. I keep this handy for a good reason. She is obsessed. And by the way, Big Mama, thank you for your comment. Know the signs: the scrunched brow, the pursed lips, the tight jaw, the crazy eye. Camilla is obsessed with Meghan, and she's not the only one. There are several of them. But you notice anytime she talks about the Duchess of Sussex, Princess Meghan, she always gets this, and she talks really fast, and it's like, well, and it's all very erudite and as pompous and as aristocratic as she can muster. But at the same time, it's just a bunch of drivel. It is it's like that stuff spewing into the rivers and into the sea. That's what's coming out of her. Just imagine one of those pipes spewing all that waste into the ocean, and that is a great comparison for what's coming out. Okay, so Black Queen says, oh, that's for someone else. All right. Ethan's husband, welcome to Royal Sussex. Thank you for being here. And yes, she is a liar. Very much so. Claire Kane. Claire Kane. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, I watched your video and it was amazing. I thought it was so well made. I have to say two things that really brightened up my day yesterday was your video and thriving with the Sussexes. Yeah, those both. I promise you. And I was actually going to do something later about that. And anyway, you'll see. But yeah, you guys were on fire yesterday, and I have to say your video was awesome, and everybody should make sure you go over there and see it because it was very, very. It was balanced. It was so well made. The tone, the photos, everything was perfect. So I was super, super, super glad to watch it. Thank you for being here. Oh, by the way, what did you say? Oh, Camilla Tony is back. I love seeing people in the comments section of the Telegraph calling her out. Oh, all right, Claire. I tell you what, I am gonna have to get over there so I can see that. I She actually causes me to have a physical reaction, and so I try to avoid anything of hers. But you know what? I got to see it. Not the article. I want to see people calling her out. Now that will be entertaining. So thank you. I will remember to do that. And again, great video. All right. Let me see. Baron, what is the reasoning? Oh, and by the way, you guys, yesterday Claire crossed over the 1,000 mark. Claire crossed over the 1,000. So make sure you guys get over there to congratulate her. Don't forget to do that. Let me see. Oh, all right. So I've kind of lost my place here. Okay, Baron, what is their reasoning for still attacking Meghan? She left the firm. Is it money motivated only, or are there just a scum? Well, 1960, it is money. The Duchess of Sussex is a $1 billion prospect for the tabloids, for the clickbait and such. I mean, she's big money. And that is why the American like morning shows and such, that is why they love to keep this narrative going of a feud between the brothers and the whole soap opera of it, because it's enough to hold people's interest until they come back from commercial break. It's enough to hold people's interest to make them want to sit through a morning show or something like that. So they have to do that because otherwise, everybody is competing for your hearts and minds, for your eyes, for your clicks, and all that. And the Duchess of Sussex, as my Duke and I said, Anita says, the Duchess of Sussex is the moment. She is the moment. Anyway, thank you for your comment. Camilla's lashes are going to fall off next. Okay, let me get that Easter Island head off the screen. Let me look at the last of your comments about this, and then we shall move on. Sharon Marcia Lawrence Hunter says her face spells jealous. She thought she had a chance with Harry and Meghan, came out and stole her man. That's a look that's a look she have on her face. She did not even, ever have a chance with Harry. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Oh man. Okay, you guys are on fire. Okay, Angela Reese said, oh no, I'm sorry, Angela Riri says, well, squatties, full disclosure, even though I have the Royal Rodents blocked, I still scan the pages. I actually found out about the Duchess, the cut photo shoot, an interview from one of them. And you know why? You know why? Because as they say, the Duchess is the moment. And it's not surprising. They know where their bread is buttered. And if they want that new kitchen or whatever, they have to talk about her. Even though Chris Ship with a P, not a T, said that he wasn't going to talk about her anymore. Chris Ship with a P, not a T, is one of the main people that talks about her. Okay. Okay, I pray that one day the British media will explain their motives. The scam has no gravitas. Princess Meghan keeps winning. Well, they won't explain their motive because the simple answer is it's in the public's interest. And long as it's in the public's interest, then they can get away with that. That is the cover that they have, is that it's in the public's interest. Sonia Johnson says, Baron, Claire Kane did an awesome job. I loved it. Right? Right? Let me see. Lydia Washington says, bravo to Claire Kane and thriving with the Sussexes. Yes, both of them got the 1,000 subscribers. I noticed. That is like it's like one of the best moments for any content creator. When you get that first 1,000, it's just like, oh, so you guys subscribe and support those channels. You can find both of them in the community tab. I sent them a shout out this weekend. Go to my community tab and you can link to both. Just switch over to the community tab, and I promise you it's within the last maybe 7 things that I've posted. So just do it. Okay. Big Mama says, Camilla Tominey, better be careful talking about our Duchess. She might lose her lashes. Well, if she does lose her lashes, trust me, it is going to be a very long fall to the ground because, like I say, there is about at least 3 imperial units, or 3 feet, if you will, between the hairline and the chin. So that will be a very, very long fall. Okay. I'm just obsessed with that. It's just that space between this hairline and the chin that fascinates me. I cannot not see it. You know what I mean? I cannot not see it. All right, moving on. All right, so here we go. The cut was photographed by Campbell Addy. He does work with, let me see, the British Vogue. And how old is he? Gosh, I forgot how old he is. But anyway, so apparently he must have come over to do the photo shoot, but he has quite the artistic eye. He's very good at what he does. So Now you know who the photographer is behind that incredible photo shoot. His name is Campbell Addy. Okay, and let me see. I thought I had that handy, but I don't. So let me find that. Okay. There it is. Homepage photography. Give you a little background on him. Okay, there it is. I found what I was looking for. Campbell Addy is a London-based photographer and filmmaker born and raised in South London. His work follows unique narratives and authentic emotions in nature with a focus on distinctive casting and underrepresented faces. In other words, people of color. Since graduating from Central St. Martin College of Art and Design in 2016, he has worked with editorial outlets including, but not limited to, ID, Vogue, Financial Times, Dazed, Time, Wall Street Journal magazine, Rolling Stone, Garage magazine. Addy's directorial feats range from a stunning piece of musical, what is that? Anais, Long Nina, and coming of execution of dance title Come Together, a collaboration between Nowness and Harrods. Addy's striking imagery has garnered him international success and awards such as the Forbes 30 Under. Uh, Let me see. Yeah, 30 under 30. So I guess there's 30 people under the age of 30 that we're supposed to look out for because their careers are rising, as well as British Fashion Awards in both 2018 and 2019. Addy's work has been exhibited internationally in London, Paris, Melbourne, New York, Oslo, and Qatar. Or, I'm sorry, Qatar. That's how they want you to say it. Campbell's 2017 solo exposition entitled Matthew 7:7 launched alongside his first book, Unlocked Soul. He has also exhibited at the world-renowned Somerset House, showcasing his work within Get Up, Stand Up Now, curated by Zach Ovey, which enlightened Black creatives, artists, and activists who left an impression on and pioneering mark on the world. Campbell also launched Nye Journal, Nye Journal, a biannual arts and culture publication, as well as Nye Agency, a modeling and casting agency dictated dedicated, that is, to representing interesting faces and celebrating diversity. So that is his story. I think he is very talented, and you guys will definitely be seeing and hearing more from him in the future, especially, especially as we know everything that our Duchess touch turns to gold. All right, there is 1,156 people. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed to Royal Sussex, and thank you for supporting this channel. It is greatly appreciated. All right, so moving on. There you have the outfit, the gown. It is a Tory Burch. The Tory Burch. Now that we've seen the full thing, I love it even more. Tory Burch isn't even a brand on my radar, as I think of them as ballet flat people, but this is definitely for me. Tori wore a version of it to the Met Gala. I think Meghan is wearing the same version. So I believe that is Tori there on the right side at the Met Gala. And then, of course, on the left side, I believe that is a shortened version of it worn by a model. But yeah, it is a beautiful gown. What do you guys think of it? I think it is gorge. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And of course, the Duchess of Sussex has those amazing shoulders, so of course it looks like, couture on her if nobody else. Oh, that was from Marshall. Let me see. That is from Marshall. Connie Bomber. There you are. All right. Let me see. Would be fabulous if Harry and Meghan are at Serena's match today. Yeah, but they're packing because they have to go. So who knows? They could do it conceivably, but they are taking the whole team on the road for a big trip coming soon. So that is going on. Plus, who knows what else? But it would be incredible if they're there. So I agree with you, Gwendolyn Daniels. That would be fabulous. All right. All right. So any comments about that? Oh yeah, the white suit. The white suit, absolutely. Uh, Let me see. Lorna Williams says, "Watch Kate try to get Campbell Addy to take pictures of her. They will be as stiff as a board since she doesn't like to be touched by people of color." Oh, you went there. Oh man. Okay. Hey, Sherry Ware. Sherry Ware wants to say hi to a few people, and I'm always glad to help. Okay. Tasteful fashion. We're good? All right, so let's move on. All right, and this is the worst thing Harry and Meghan have done. They are blackmailing our royals. William and Catherine do not need this stress. He's already lost all his hair. Anyway, I covered up that squattie's name because I don't want the derangers messing with them. But it's interesting. I've never had to sign anything that restricts me from talking. She revealed as she ushers me toward the door, I can talk about my whole experience and make a choice not to. Why doesn't she talk? Still healing, she responds. Now, those are ominous words if I've ever heard any, right? I can talk about anything I want to. I never signed anything. Now that is something that will stick in the craw. I never signed anything. I can talk about whatever I want to. I can say whatever I want to say, although I choose not to, but the option is on the proverbial table. Did y'all get all that? I can talk about whatever I want to. Oh man. So, what are you going to do, huh? I mean, are you going to stay silent or are you going to contribute to this and this? I don't know. I mean, silence is the better part of discretion in these matters. However, if provoked and you feel like you have something to say, I mean, you might as well say it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Betty says, Baron, when Meghan guest edit Vogue, Dan Wooten barked in an interview saying, Royals do not guest edit, celebrities guest edit. Oh man, is it about to rain? I think I hear thunder. I think I hear thunder. Are those clouds actually gathered over Kensington Palace? And I'm just hearing the rumble all the way here in the US? Well, Betty, we actually talked about that yesterday. Um, so I'm not going to go there again today because we did talk about that yesterday about the guest editing. Uh, you guys know it's always fun for me to talk about that, but I am going to show some restraint and just not do it. But yes, I hear what you're saying. Uh, um, Oh man. Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to talk about it, but it was funny yesterday, wasn't it? Um oh, what the hell. Let me see, where is it? Uh where is it? Let me play it for you. Let me play it for you. I mean, I do happen to have it handy. So why not go there, right? Okay. Let me see. Dan Wooten said,
Celebrities guest edit magazines. Do you get me? Royals don't guest edit magazines. Celebrities guest edit magazines. Do you get me? Royals don't guest edit magazines. Celebrities guest edit magazines.
yeah, he was quite irate when he said that. No, Joan Commonwealth, I'm not going to do it today. I'm not going to do it today because my side was hurting so bad yesterday. Royals don't guess uh, as he tries to sound very posh, as though he was born in the English countryside, as opposed to being a Kiwi from New Zealand. And so, as he tries to contain that New Zealand accent, which is very strong, it seems as though I'm telling you, it's a very like little weird pitch that he has to his voice when he does that. And he's just trying to fit in with the good old boys club, but it's not working. Guess does it day. Okay, I'm not going to do that today though, but yeah, he's funny. All right, thank you so much for your comments. Let me move on. Oh yeah, so anyway, she's saying that well, anyway, Tyler Perry was mentioned. Tyler Perry was mentioned, and I just love what she said. Now, apparently, Tyler Perry had reached out to the Duchess of Sussex a long, 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 long time ago, and she had his number, and she was instructed, if you ever need anything, if you need advice, if you need something, talk to me. And so it took her the longest time to call. But when she did, a whole world of possibilities opened up. I want to say that was one of my favorite parts of the article was the mention of Tyler Perry and the way that he intervened and that she referred to the house as a safe house. It was considered for them a safe house. I love that. Absolutely love that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it just how do I put it? It just reminds you that there are good people in this world. And yes, Tyler Perry is a guardian angel for sure. He is a guardian angel for sure. To those that much have been given, so much is expected, and he has delivered on his blessings in return again and again and again. So God bless Tyler Perry. He has been phenomenal in his support to the Sussexes. So I thought that was just absolutely wonderful. So yes, thank you, Tyler Perry. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to sign back into the cut and they're trying to give me a membership because I wanted to see that part of it, but I don't really want a membership just yet. Maybe later, you know what I mean? Wink wink. But I don't want a membership just now. But yeah, that was a beautiful thing. And that is going to be one of the talking points from the what do you call it from the interview is that they're going to definitely talk about where she mentions Tyler Perry. So you can count on that. All right. Moving on. Let me take that away. Okay, and I had that one set up. Okay, I'll get into that one in a minute. Let me take a look at the other stuff you're saying here. Let me see. Unlike her no count daddy, he isn't asking her to kiss his feet every time she breathes. You're right about that, CP. That weirdness from Thomas Markle Sr. I'm telling you, sometimes after listening to that, I would literally have to go and lay down. Let me see. Princess Meghan is certainly giving the royal family something to do. Kate is probably practicing Princess Meghan's poses for her cosplay. Tyler Perry has been a blessing to a lot of people, and most will never know about. Yes, that is true. That is true. A lot of those gifts and favors and blessings are done anonymously, and that's probably the best way. She mentioned Tyler, but there were a few wealthy friends that helped her and Harry while they moved to the U.S. Well, I won't speculate on which ones, but surely there was a lot of people that gave input. But most notably, though, Tyler Perry's jet, Tyler Perry's security, and Tyler Perry's house. Those are the big ones that we know about: the jet, the security, and the house. And those were really big favors. And the reason why we know about the jet is not that the Sussexes mentioned it first. It is because the tabloids are very clever and they will find a flight plan to trek wherever, you have that manifest when you fly, and they can track movements of jets, which is why that one kid was able to keep up with Elon Musk. He actually established a social media page tracking Elon Musk movements. So it's not difficult to do if you know where to look. So yeah, so we have that verified: Tyler Perry's jet, his house, and security. So those to me are like three of the main things that was needed at the time, and he was quite helpful. So again, God bless Tyler Perry. Okay, I'm scrolling downwards. Carolyn Tubbs says it's amazing that he reached out to her and didn't know her. Yeah, thank you for saying that. They didn't know each other. They did not know each other. I mean, certainly heard of one another, but they were strangers. That was a stranger who reached out. That was a stranger who reached back. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's the Tory Burch, Sabrina Dixon. Yeah, from one stranger to another. Let me see. The Lord used Tyler Perry to be a much needed blessing to Prince Harry and Princess Meghan at a time when they needed it most. Yes, amen to that, Jan Martin. Amen. Oh, man, you guys. I'm full right now. Do you understand? I am so full. I'm full of emotions. I'm happy. Um, I feel like our efforts as the Sussex squad has really paid off in to whatever degree. I just think that the squad's efforts have paid off, and we've been in the fight for a long time, and so there's been so much movement. There's been so much movement, and this is just like, you know everybody's award, or reward rather, for having put in these efforts, is to see that we have been able to hold those monsters at bay, just long enough for the Sussexes to use their voice. I think that's really important. And also, what's important is what Miss BSN said today. Miss BSN said, who knows, maybe there'll be a surprise podcast live stream Sunday. We're putting that out there in the universe that Tina and Michelle might, for the sake of old times. Now, that would be a real treat. I mean, with everything else that's going on, what do you guys say about that? I think it would be um like a gift from the heavens. I really do. That would just thank you, Verda Sanchez. I was trying to articulate how I was feeling right now. And I'm full of emotion. I am just full of emotion. Joyce Vo says when he reached out to Meghan, he knew that what was going on in that place was toxic, along with the trash being printed in the UK press. Yeah, and it's so obvious that Tyler Perry had probably, been reading and following all of these things for the longest time and just didn't say anything publicly. And his way of actually speaking to what was going on, let me list it again: private jet, house, and security. One more time. He provided security for the Sussexes. And you guys, let me explain to you how big that is. It's one thing to loan someone your car. It's another thing to loan somebody your house. But security, that means that no matter what happens, you are shouldering part of the responsibility if something happens. And you really have to have grace in your heart to do something like that. That is really showing grace to someone that's actually a stranger. I mean, did he know whether or not she was really the person that he saw on TV? But his heart said yes. His heart said yes. She's worth it. He's worth it. The baby's worth it. And so he reached out. That was huge. That was huge. I mean, that's like opening up your giving somebody your debit card and like, yeah, yeah, you could use my card. I mean, for us working class people, that's that's like opening up a lot of things to a person. So by him doing that, he really took a great deal of responsibility for their safety and well-being. And how many people would actually do that? How many people would do that? Yeah, he covered them in the way Harry's father would not. God bless Tyler. Absolutely. Absolutely. When I think about that, I mean, it just gives me the chills. That was a very big thing to do. And with all of the nastiness from the media and stuff like that, he literally put himself out there. Anybody who takes that much care of high profile individuals like the Sussexes, they're really putting themselves out there. But then he's got, like I said, he's got grace in his heart, and he is such a powerful individual on his own that he could weather the storm, and he did. Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you for being a member of Royal Sussex, and happiest of Mondays to you. Okay, anyway, I got to move on because as I'm sitting here talking, I'm getting incredibly emotional. Archie and Lily are going to be so well behaved, not spoiled brats. I love how they are teaching him. Yeah, manners and what is it, Angela, Riri? Manners make the man. Manners make the man. Okay, Tina and Michelle are doing a podcast this weekend. Would indeed be a nice bow on all of the great blessings that have been endeared to the Sussexes continually. Yeah. Uh, yep. Okay. There's nothing wrong with the sound. But like I said, as I'm sitting here talking about Tyler Perry, it is making me very, very emotional. So I'm going to move on. Okay, so right there, Meghan Markle doesn't want Prince Harry to lose his father. It doesn't have to be the same for them. On the extensive interview with The Cut, the Duchess of Sussex talked about the rift within her own family as well as the royals' family. Now, there was some confusion about this. There was a bit of confusion. So, if um, if you take a look at this, Omid Scobie has tried to clear some things up. There seems to be confusion in some headlines about the quote in the Cut interview. I understand that Prince Harry is actually referring to Meghan's loss of her own father, and Meghan is saying she doesn't want Harry to lose his. And there you can see, as it is written in the article, when I asked about it, Meghan doesn't stay in her sadness for long. Instead, she uses it to disclose how toxic tabloid culture has torn um, two families apart. Harry said to me, I lost my dad in this process. It doesn't have to be the same for them as it was for me, but that's his decision. So that's how it was written. I can understand why it would be confusing, um, because I don't know. I just think it's kind of odd the way that it's written, but there you have it. So, in order to try to straighten things out, Omen Scobie decided to take it upon himself to tweet about it, and so I hope that clears it up for everyone. Let me see, Mr. Brian Baron. Let me see. He has light and love of God. He touches people's soul with goodness that he does in his world. He came from nothing. Was abused as a nothing was abused as a child, and looked at him. Now he loves God. Well, thank you for that, Berta Sanchez. Let me see. Yeah, as I was talking about it, I was like, okay, this is getting very emotional, but thinking about what he done, or what he's doing, done, has done, whatever. I guess before looking at the article, I had never really paused to think about it as long as I did to this morning. So wow, it still makes me emotional. Let me see. Shame on Charles not to help protect his son. All he did was confirm what we already knew. What a bully and jealous, toxic family that is. So glad Harry got his family out. Yeah, and that whole thing about South Africa, did that not explain a lot? That explained the urgency. That explained the very sudden shifting of of intentions, like in the 11th hour, I guess. But it does explain a lot. Okay, let's see. Is that de jour? Well, anyway, I'm I'm sure they are very afraid now. Meghan is speaking her truth. Love Harry, Meghan, and family. Yeah, they got to be about to crap a brick somewhere. They have got to be somewhere about to crap a brick. Amazing how they analyze every syllable she utters, but never ask Junior about being arrested, allegedly. Well, no, that's not alleged. We did see that. And Scammy about her daughter saying that she was toxic. Okay, none of that is alleged. What's true is, yes, Scammy's mother and Scammy's daughter sat side by side and spoke about what a terrible person that she is, and the fact that she's the one that is estranged from the family, and that there was little or no contact. And also, that is a fact that the brother has a mugshot, and it had to do with a physical exchange, violent physical exchange between husband and wife. So, yeah, all of that is true. No alleged necessary. See that reflex I got? That's my alleged reflex. Okay, Iris Demonia says the only thing that Prince Charles cares about is how his show pony, cue emotional support Camilla, how his show pony and her family will not even protect his own son. Um, son, his own son, daughter-in-law, and grandchildren. So, what do you expect from him? Not much, Iris. Thank you so much for your comment. And let me get rid of that emotional support, Camilla. Okay. All right, you guys. Let me see. Well, I mean, who knows? That might happen one day. He might quietly and discreetly show up in California. You never know. Okay, in a little bit, you guys, I'm going to open up to a few of your comments. So if you have some things that you would like to say live, um, be prepared to do that because I am going to put the invite out there. Okay, I'm going to put the invite out there. Be prepared to limit your comments. And it would be so nice to hear from some people who don't usually comment. Bear in mind that it is live. And if you don't want to be, if you don't want your image seen, just be prepared to either cover your camera or whatever, turn your camera off. Okay, so I'm going to peg that to the top of the comment section. And there is the link. All right, so anyway, we are proud to announce that the Global Boyhood Initiative has partnered with Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, new podcast, Archetypes. They are very proud to do that. They have partnered with Archetypes. And so what that means, as far as I can tell, is that the Equimundo Center, formerly Promundo, Center for Masculinities and Social Justice, engaging boys and men throughout their lives to foster gender equality. Now, I'm going to take that to mean that it's a way to remind young men, older men, how to relate to women in a way that is not displaying toxic masculinity or the brooding behavior that can be very misogynistic or abusive or whatever. I'm thinking that's what it means. I just kind of found this before going on, and so I didn't have a chance to take a deep dive into it, but I'm guessing that's what it's about. Okay, let me see. Oh boy, your comments are coming in fast. She could have been being sarcastic, but you have to make some funny faces or something at the end to let us know that you are just being sarcastic. That did not sound sarcastic to me. Thank you for your comment. Let me see. Most people that I know and many of my family aren't able to work and live together. Harry says in passing, wonder who he was referring to. Oh. Oh, you guys are really going into the article. I can see that now. I wasn't sure, but it makes more sense to me. Okay, Megan's Harry, or H as she calls him in anecdotes, or my love, as she refers to him when he's standing in front of her. We all call our hostages my love. Hostages. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on a second, you guys. Let me make myself a little more comfortable here. There we go. I had to recline this chair back just a little bit. Okay, I'm scrolling. Anyway, I put the link up there if anybody wants to comment. It is there. Don't be afraid. You're amongst friends. Okay, and so there's this. We have two treats today. Number one, of course, is the cut. But number two, there is Serena. Now, to be honest with you, I saw the cut first, so that's why I said number one. But Serena's on time, and the Duchess of Sussex is on the cut. She's on the cut. So good on both of them. Very, very good day for the publishing industry. Okay, C Max says, I may be completely off the mark, but Harry would not bring his family back without security. He thinks Charlie is trying to get Harry back before London Bridge falls. Well, and of course, that means before the queen makes her transition. All right. And then there's this. Now, if you guys remember, I said earlier that you may have seen that pose before. Well, it is very similar. The one on the left side, I believe, is from 2016. And the one on the right side, well, that is present day Montecito, California. And then there is this. I thought I was going to fall out the chair, but apparently this is real. Imagine being rude in this dumb hat. That is an article from March 2020. And well, we all know March 2020, that was the last time that the family was together at Westminster Abbey. If you remember, that was the Commonwealth Day. And on the right side, just being petty, I wanted to find that photo before I went on today. You could see where someone compared Duchess Doolittle to Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies. Woo! They compared her to Granny from Beverly Hillbillies. I love it. I love it. I thought I was going to fall out the chair when I saw that the first time, but then I saw this article. Imagine being rude in this dumb hat. A hat that looks like a flying saucer has landed on your head. That hat. She loves to smack that little paper plate on the side of her head, and that is the height of fashion, but whatever. Okay, and oh, wait a minute. Was that it for those slides? Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and in the meantime, Karen is here. Welcome, Karen. Thank you for being on Royal Sussex.
Hi, Byron.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Scotty. I told you it was coming. I told you guys it was coming. Oh, they haven't seen the best of her yet. I know it was coming. Do not disappoint. Do not disappoint.
When you saw it the first time this morning, please tell me, what was your thoughts right away?
Oh my God. Oh, first of all, my thought was they were quiet for the birthday. Now we get the birthday. Okay? Now we get the birthday. Now we know why it was quiet. The pictures were coming. They adopted a dog. And we got Archetypes. It was coming. Oh my gosh. This is just awesome, awesome, awesome. I didn't expect anything better. I knew it was coming. They don't know what they have done. They have opened up, I can't even say this, a can of worms that, they can't close. They can't close. They messed with the wrong person. The wrong person. Nobody puts Meghan in a corner. Nobody does. Okay? I knew I watched the Oprah interview, I knew that they just started something that they will never be able to end. Okay? They will never be able to end it. They can copycats, do whatever they want. They haven't seen nothing yet. This girl is the best. And I knew it. Just listen to that Oprah interview. Listen to it. It's what is not said. Listen to it.
Okay, now speaking of what is not said, today when you read the article, was there any maybe veiled comments or obvious comments that jumped out to you?
To tell the truth, I haven't read the article yet. I couldn't.
Oh, did you get the thing that was trying to sell you a subscription?
Just the pictures is enough. I have the article. and I'm going to be reading it, and I'm going to read it so I can digest it properly because I had too much going on. But
Yeah, I understand because you know what? I totally need to retreat. Um, because of course this
I
morning
think you
I
have
was
to read it on a quiet time where you can
uh-huh.
actually soak the words in. The same thing with the Oprah interview. Soak it in. You will get everything out of it. Everything out of it. Okay? This, you see, like my mom always say, God don't make mistakes. Okay? He don't make mistakes.
Well, Karen,
Megan,
Chef Sandy Love has just joined us.
hi.
Chef Sandy Love, what say you?
Hi, Sandy
Hello,
Love.
everybody. Hiya, hello.
Hi.
Um, I'm so super excited. By
Mm-hmm.
the way, hello, everybody, wherever you're connecting from. I hope you're all doing good, um, and keeping safe. Um, I just want, before I go further, am I echoing by chance?
No, actually it's not bad.
All right. I just want to say, squaddies, to all of you out there, there might be high and low moments. Every day is a different thing. We all have challenges. I don't know why I've been pushed to say this every day, but I just want you to know that we're praying for each other. And life is a journey, is a circle. We have good and bad moments, but that doesn't stop us for whom we are. We are moving forward in togetherness and prayer for each other. So we should always pray for each other, not just for Harry and Meghan, but every squaddies. Now, to my point, I just want to say this. I'm not surprised at all. Whatever is coming on, happening now with Harry and Meghan, I said it before and I repeat, this is just the beginning. It's a power vibration.
Yes.
Meghan hitting the
Yes.
records worldwide, taking people unaware, even the haters over here in England. It's not by chance. It's the power of vibration. And I keep repeating it. It's not what they imagine, not even what we as quite imagine. She dropped it bang on the ground and the whole thing went vibrating. That's just the beginning. When you sow a seed, you don't plant a corn and you harvest watermelon. No way. You harvest corn. And that's what is coming out for Harry and Meghan. The Diana spirit is with them. Everything she ever dreamed of, her son is living the best. And everything our ancestors cried for justice, God is proving himself. And we should go on with the positive spirit and move on with them. And let's keep praying for each other. Let's stay on the positive side. And this is just the beginning, squaddies. I'm not surprised. They will be all rotting down. Don Wooten can say whatever else he wants to say. Oh, the slap is going back to them because those fingers they're pointing is already back on them. And I'm not surprised at number one. And number two, whatever editing that child is about to go in for, we always have a traitor in any camp you have, I'm not surprised. But those people are out after their own personal interest, not in the interest of the people. They don't represent us here as people of color in the UK, and they don't represent those that are really standing for reparations. So whatever they are trying to do, they have no shame, even that one or whatever they are out there saying that blah 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 da as Baron would say. You know what? It's back on them. It's a slap on their face, but they know they can't deny it. I'm just so excited living cross my leg and enjoying the best of me because the best is yet to come. Have a lovely day,
Yes.
everybody. Love you all. Church Nelly, Lydia, and all our amazing moderators. Have a good, wonderful one. Thank you, Baron.
Thank you so much, Chef Sandy Love. Thank you. Those were very wise words. Crotchin chicken hidden egg? Crotchin chicken hidden egg, you are up.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Before you'd asked a question saying what stood out in the article. Before I say that, I just want to say that I knew, I didn't know her, but the first time I saw Megan was through the Hallmark movies. And when she came on the scene that she was dating Harry, at first I'm like, she reminds me of someone. But that's how I met her. And then when all the negativity started, I was so disappointed in the media. I was so, my heart hurts. And then I searched the web trying to find something positive, and I couldn't find anything. And one day I met upon your podcast. And I mean, it was such a blessing because I have not missed you a single day ever since. And it is so
Wow.
welcoming
Thank
every
you.
day to sign in and listen to you. Um, the two things in the article that I really liked was when she came back from the model shoot and she told Harry that she is not a model, that she's a mom, and he said that you can be both. I tears came to my eyes when he said that. I mean, he's so thoughtful. And the second thing was when they were looking for the home and he saw the two palm trees. And immediately he said, that is you and I. And the fact that little Archie would run between the trees, and now it's like the three of them. That was the article I found is so beautiful, so well written, and it's for a long time. I'm looking for something like that, and I wish there are so many more writers that will actually see the positive things about Meghan and not turn everything she does and everything she says into something negative. And I know tomorrow. I mean, this morning when I read the article, there were 4 comments when I read that article. And by the time I finished read that article, there were 107 comments. And I'm sure about 80% of them were trolls making negative remarks about it. But I had to pipe in today because, as I said, this is one of the best articles I have seen out there. And I want to thank you again for your channel and keep it up. I am proud
Well,
of
thank
you.
you so much. And to what you said, I believe didn't I read that it was that the palm trees are joined at the root?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, that right there. I remember reading that, and I believe that they said that the trees made that shape because they were joined at the root, and I'm just like, that is like so profound that the trees are there as a pair and that they are joined at the root. That I'm sure, along
That
with
is just like
other
Megan.
stuff, is what sold the house to them.
That is just like Megan.
They did,
Just like
and did I
Megan,
read? They didn't even see the inside of the
to
house.
notice
They
something
were
like that.
just
It's
walking the
just like her.
grounds, and they were like, "This is it. This is
Mm-hmm.
it."
Yeah, yeah.
I love
Just
that. Thank you
just the
so much,
pictures
Crouching
alone
Chicken, Hidden
was
Egg.
Thank you.
Herndon Davis, and you can stick around. I'm just going to bring in Herndon because he's been waiting for a while. But you are up, Herndon.
Hey, Baron, how you doing?
I am very well. Thank you so much for being here. We have Karen, Crouching Chicken, Hidden Egg, and Chef Sandy Love was on before. What say you, Herndon?
Well, you know what? This is a glorious treat, but this is the beginning of the tide turning.
yes,
And
yes,
what I noticed about it is that the piece was Megan has a way, and I don't think I have this talent. She has a way of being forthcoming and honest, but without the zing,
yes,
without the ugliness. And given what she went through, I don't think I could do that. But she's honest. She mentioned the N word and the press, and she mentioned all the things that we were saying, but she didn't go there in previous interviews, which I'm glad she's feeling that.
it
And
has a way of
something
telling the story and settling the noise,
exactly.
and
And one,
and actually putting a lid on it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of receipts out there. And one other thing that I did notice was that she's leaning into the toxicity around her.
Mm-hmm.
She's leaning into it, saying she's facing it. She knows she's going to cause a
Yes.
stir. She's not afraid of it,
Right.
and she's reveling in the fact that not in the toxicity of it, but reveling in the fact that she's no longer afraid of it. And she may have never been afraid of it, but that takes a lot of balls to say,
Yes.
for the rest of my life, I'm going to be scrutinized and scandalized and lied upon, and my children are going to read all about it, and I have to deal with this. But I have to lean into it because it has to. She has to stand up for herself and defend herself.
Yeah, she has to teach her kids. She has to stand strong, and she has to teach her kids how to be strong. She knew what was coming. They knew what was coming. This is not a surprise to them. Okay? And she knows that she has to stand strong against it, because you got to remember, the people who are doing these things, they're the ones with the problem, not the people who they're doing it to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Right.
Because they are getting on with their life. They are doing what they have to do to save themselves, protect themselves, okay, and to live their life. Okay? The people who are doing it to them is the one with the problem, because they are the ones with the, with the inferiority. They're the ones, Meghan and Harry are a challenge to them, and they are trying to combat that challenge. Okay? They're the ones who are in fear of Harry and Meghan. Okay? And they're trying to get ahead of it, okay, to turn the table. Okay? And yes, they figure they can get away with it because they are the gullibles out there who will believe all this crap. Okay? And I can tell you from day one, okay, I didn't have to get anyone to tell me anything, because everything you see is happening right now. I knew it was going to happen. I've read and see all of this. Okay, so it's coming out now. It's just the icing on the cake, the satisfaction for me. I know that this was coming. Listen, Meghan knows what she's doing. And yes, she had to brace the storm. And believe me, it's, this is just the opening of it. She was waiting for the Queen Jubilee and all that crap to finish happening, to get her child and all that stuff, and to pull herself together. But all that, when she was going through her pregnancy and everything, oh, she was making notes. Okay? So all this noise is quiet down. The Queen Jubilee and all that stuff is over with. This is Meghan time. Okay? And they don't know what is hitting them yet. Not yet. Okay? I want to read something to you
Herndon,
guys.
anything else you want to say about it?
Yeah, one last thing, and I've got to go. One last thing is that she said she was looking for the apartments. Not the apartment, the house, and they found this house. This was not their first choice. The media is always making a big do about that house, 14 bathrooms, and how lavish it is, or whatever. And it was not the house they wanted initially. And she said neither one of them had jobs. I don't know whether
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know whether that was just her just telling her truth or whether it was intentional, but neither one of them had jobs. And that is telling the fact that they were budget conscious.
Right.
And they were conscious that they can't live off whatever millions that he inherited from and whatever millions she made, because they had to have jobs to pay for that house. And again, if you parallel that to the royal family, they really don't have jobs. They do. Yet they have all those castles and all those things. They're living off the taxpayer pounds. And the fact that they were saying, we don't have jobs, we don't want to look at this house, says a lot about who they are and how all of us are. If I don't have a job, I'm not going to go someplace and eat. I don't have a job.
They were conscious.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I think that's really important to see. So that was it. I can't wait to read the rest of it. So I'll continue to keep listening as I work remotely. Thanks, Baron.
All right. Thank you so much, Herndon. And Karen, I'm going to, let me see.
I want to read something for you before I go.
Okay, please do.
I want to read something for you. Okay, this is Psalms 27. It says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid of? When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, come upon me to eat up all my flesh, they stumble and fall. When the wicked, even though the hosts encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desire of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock, and now shall my head be lifted about my enemy round about me. Therefore I after in the tabernacle sacrifice of joy. I will sing, yes, I will sing praises unto the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice, have mercy also upon me and answer me. When thou saidest, seek ye thy face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Lord, will I seek. Hide not thy face far from me. Put not thy servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help, my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O God of my salvation. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Teach me thy way, O Lord, and lead me in a plain path because of my enemy. Deliver me not over unto the will of my enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me, and such a spread of cruelty. I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Listen to that. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much for that. Thank you. That was very, very well placed.
Yes. That is
Okay, I'm going to go to Big Mama because I wanted to cover a few more things before, because as you guys know, the Duchess of Success is coming up in about 30 minutes, and I want to be well clear of here. So thank you, Karen. I'm going to put Big Mama on, and I'm very sure I will be hearing from you next time, okay?
yes.
All right, thank you so much.
Not a problem. Take
All
care.
right, Big
Bye,
Mama.
Charlie.
Thank you, Karen. Big Mama. What say you, Big Mama? Big Mama, you are up, but we don't hear you. And I think, let me see. Big Mama is saying that you have to unmute your mic. So I'm going to let you work on that. And in the meantime, I am going to, let me see.
All right. You got me?
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for allowing me to say Big Mama while I'm actually on Royal Sussex.
Wow, I'm actually on Royal Sussex. My grandchildren call me Big Mama.
All right. And I'm thinking about that movie with Martin Lawrence when there was a rainstorm and they were in the bed and she said, Big Mama, how many flashlights do you have?
Well, my daughter was in college when she had her first child. She was in nursing school.
Okay.
And they called her mama, so they didn't know what to call me. So my first grandchild, which is 48 years old, my first, which is my son, my first grandchild, which is 20 now, he called me Big Mama. So it just caught on. So now everybody call me Big Mama.
Okay.
But I just want to say how good it is to talk to you. I've been watching your show for, I'm talking about probably from the first time you even got on, but I never did get the nerve to subscribe because, being a senior citizen, some people don't like to hear you. They just like you just to look. But I want to say that I love your show. I love the squatters. I don't miss it. Every day I'm ready for it. And
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you are the best. You are the GOAT of podcast. You are wonderful. I'm talking about I look at a lot of other podcasts, but I love yours because you are so direct and I can understand everything you say because you explains it. You have the pictures. And Sandy, I just love you, okay? Now I watched the other one. I watched Sherry Day. I watched Global UK. And but most of them on my phone, would I be on Facebook on my phone? And a lot of times, they'll put something on there about Meghan, and right at the top of the line, okay, it's like rabid dogs. I'm talking about the haters come out, and sometimes
right.
I think about what you said in one of your shows that we should not go into that. We should always, look after our mental health. But sometimes, Bear, I lose and I went and I called the woman all kinds of, and then Facebook told me that I was being a bully. But look how they were bullying Meghan, though, and I'm going like, why do they allow this? But I want to say this, and I don't want, because you said keep it slow. When Meghan and Harry got married, it was like a worldwide thing, and me and my whole family watched it. And my sister said, I'm scared to watch it because I said, why? She said, they are going to assassinate Meghan. They're going to kill her. This was my baby sister said, she said, oh, I can't watch it. They're going to do something to her, in their wedding, because we knew that it was not supposed to get this far, it was Meghan was not supposed to be the one that had this strength. Meghan was supposed to falter, when her family came in and all this bad stuff they said about her. Meghan was supposed to tuck her tail between her head and ran. But Meghan didn't do that. Meghan stood there. You see what I'm saying? So now these people are desperate. So look how far she has came. And I tell my sister, I said, you need to start watching Barry. I said, because Barry gonna put you up on things. But she told us then, we knew that Meghan was not supposed to get this far. It was not supposed to get this far. Now, Will, if you look back, Will already had put it out there. He did not want him to marry her. But they didn't want to lose face, right? So they had to go on with this wedding because Harry was gonna sprint anyway. Harry was gonna leave there anyway. But Harry found a woman that was not scared, and Harry got the hell out of Dodge.
He sure did. He sure did.
He had a strong woman. That's all he needed, because if you look at some of Harry's interviews, he always said that he did not want that life. All he needed was somebody to help him. So when Meghan came along, she's not afraid. She had to deal with her family. That woman ain't scared of them. She had to deal with her own family for all these years. So she was the woman. She the strength behind Harry. So Meghan is not going to falter. I wish that she didn't have to go through this, but you have to go through this to get to greatness, Barry. You know that. Because I know you came out as baby boomer, so you ain't without knowledge. So, if you a baby boomer, you done been there and done that.
Exactly.
So we just
I had jobs where I worked hard. I had jobs where I had it easy. But at the end of the day, it was just a job. And the only thing that made a difference and helped was the fact that I had to know myself. I had to know my inner strengths. I had, and that's how you get through things. And so I always say, having a praying grandmother, as Helen Baylor says, I will take that praying grandmother over any other resource out there, because it makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference. I had to work in a job where backstab was my own kind. You know what I'm saying? So, and working in nursing, I worked in nursing. So you have to always be a certain way. But, people always want to get above. So they'll stab you in the back, but I went through it. And, and my mom always told me, you don't just always have your stuff together and you ain't got to worry about other people's stuff. So, and that's what I imparted to my kids. And when I started listening at your channel, and I found out that you was a baby boomer, I said, well, he got he got a little gray hair too. And you are so dignified, Barry. You are. I just really love you. And there's very few things that I watch like that, but I love the Sussex Squad. And I just want y'all to know that Meghan gonna come out on the top, even though she dealing with this stuff. Now, if you go back to like when I told you I do not like Margaret, I never liked Margaret because I thought she always was prejudiced, and the way she treated Diana when Diana wore her hair up, down here wore her hair up to an event, and Margaret went off on her. Not, I know you watched The Crown.
I did. 99%
of that stuff is true, Barry.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
You don't have to know the exact conversation, but the events all align with what happened in real life.
Exactly. And she was like that. And she really wanted to be a queen. She said that she would take over. And her sister, she did exactly what the Great Sus wanted her to do. Harry does not matter. The only thing that Harry mattered was because Harry got all the people want to see Harry. Where Harry went, the crowd went, right?
Exactly.
Harry got the pull. That's why they won't have, but they didn't bargain for Meghan. You see what I'm saying? Meghan is the little biracial girl that come into that little white institute, and she's not trying to change them to be what she wants. What did Meghan say when she got in there? She said she want to hit the ground running, fill her diary. That's what she said. You know,
Big
she
Mama,
want to
you
work.
up on all of it. Everything word for word, you are up on all of it. You have definitely made notes.
I was on it from the get-go, and I know everything Meghan said.
See that.
All of your podcasts, I watch them, I rewatch them. You didn't know I was there, but I was there, and I know that Meghan do not want anything from them people. All she wanted to do was work. You know, she came out behind the scenes. She wrote a book. You know, she went to the dog shelter. She didn't ask them for that, but you got to look at this here. Meghan was not supposed to last. She was not a Diana. She was not 19 years old. Because when Charles said, "Whatever loves me," Diana should have hit the road running then. Did you think that? But then I think, Barry, I said, well, if she had hit the road, we wouldn't have had it. It's like what they call it. It's a blessing in the sky. Because I want her to marry him when he said that. But then I think today, if she hadn't married Charles, she wouldn't have Harry. You know, so it's a catch-21 thing there. But I did not want her to marry him. I said, please run down, please. And the fate that she got, she did not deserve it. You know, but Meghan is a whole different pill.
Well, Big Mama, you're going to have to do the Charles voice for me again.
Whatever love means.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it. Well, Big Mama, let me see here. We got Marion is waiting, so let me say hello to Marion. Please do stick around if you like, but if you have to go, that's fine. But I don't want to be rude to Marion since she
all right. It was just good talking to you, Barry, and I just wanted to let you know I was there, and my son is on the waiting, so I got to talk to him. So you can go ahead on and cue me out. Love y'all.
All right. All right. Love you, Big Mama. Thank you so much. Marion?
Hello, Baron. How are you?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
All right.
Okay?
Now, can you do a Charles voice or you'll try next time?
Whatever love means. Whatever love means.
Oh boy, you all are killing me.
When he said that,
Wait, I'm so sorry. Let me. Okay, I'm done. All right, I got that out.
Whatever love means. I mean, come on. Baron, this is the first time I've ever done something like this on a show, but I had to come on today. How are you feeling today? And hello to everybody else.
I am, as Harry would say, I'm over the moon. I am over the moon today.
Oh, wow. I had to come out today because Meghan came out today. Her article came out. Meghan's voice, her own words were spoken today. And it's like a breath of fresh air. For me, as someone who's been in this fight a long time, I can exhale. Because I can breathe again. Because that's what Meghan has done. She's letting us all know, I'm okay. I got this. And they're not going to hold me back anymore. She understands that all this noise, it's really about the other people. That it's not about Meghan. And I think someone else said that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to live their lives. They got their security, but they're going to live. And I'm just glad. And Baron, I thank you so much. I watch your show all the time. And I'm just grateful to you for providing this platform for all of us.
Well, thank you so much. And I am grateful, as I always say, it means everything in the world to know that you all trust me to do this, because I know that as squatties, we have, seen how some of the darkness creeps into spaces that we think are safe.
Yes.
And that's why at the very start I started. I don't worry about, oh, what is it going to do to my numbers if I keep blocking people. I mean, it's a like a lazy yawn. Click, they gone, and it just it makes the difference. It keeps the space clear of a bunch of repeated nonsense about, oh, she's really 45 years old and those are, we don't want to hear all that. It'd be one thing if you had something to say, but that stuff is such nonsense. It's just noise, and I don't want to hear that noise. So that was the best advice I got at the beginning, was get rid of them, and I haven't looked back. So,
That's a
but
blessing.
thank you for what you said.
That's a blessing. And I wish those haters, particularly over in the UK, focus on your drinking water. Okay?
Yes.
Focus on your drinking water. Focus on your ambitions, because you obviously you don't have any. And I don't think they promote, and well, they don't. Because for people to be ambitious means that they will create things that will put wealth in their pockets. There's a class over there that only want a certain group of people to have money, and then
Mm-hmm.
control
That
everything.
is so true. That is so true.
Yes, they
That
don't
is
like
so
that.
true.
No nouveau riche over in Great Britain or the UK.
Mm-hmm.
They want people looking up to them, beholding to them, and not earning money and becoming wealthy on their own. That's why when people
Uh-huh.
over there make money, they leave and come to the United States. They come to the
Which
United. Go ahead. I'm gonna shut
Oh,
up.
I'm sorry, which is why I said some time ago, please find me the person of African descent that was born in the UK that is a billionaire today. Find me one, somebody who was born there that is black, that is a billionaire. And for that matter, find me someone who grew up in council housing
Uh huh.
and grew up poor of any color that is now a billionaire. It may be
Absolutely.
a few, but it ain't many, if any.
And you
But
can
yeah,
take.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I just
No, you're
wanted to
not
throw that
interrupting.
in there again.
This is no, 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 no. You're not interrupting me. I'm gonna take it a step lower. Find me an average person over there who made $1 million on their own creations. I know that there are few, but I'm glad. Show me, tell me, come and let us know
Right.
who made millions of dollars or $1 million on a creation that made people's lives better over there in the
Mm-hmm.
UK. And that doesn't happen. But thank you, Baron. And I'm going to get off of here because I don't want to take up anybody else's time. I thank God for you and this platform and your integrity and your hard work. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. That that means so much to me. And believe me, those days when I'm tired, I will take that into my efforts and use that as a motivation because I'm glad to do this, and it's nice to know that the efforts are being appreciated someplace even when people are not saying it. So thank you again for that, and thank you for doing your best, whatever. that you and Big Mama doing that is probably the best part of my whole day.
Well, we appreciate it. We're just keeping it real. Big Mama and I are pretty much in the same age range. I saw what she had on hers, and So anyway, th-
Oh, you know what? I got somebody else that's coming in here. So yeah, thank you. That's perfect timing. Let me take this one more, and I'm going to try to get to the rest of the stuff I wanted to do today. But if not, I'll do it tomorrow. But thank you again, Marion. Okay, Jennifer, you're on. How are you today?
Hi, Byron. Good afternoon. How are you?
I am super, super good. How are you today?
I'm good. I have to congratulate Duchess Meghan on her beautiful cut magazine picture. I'm so proud of her, and I really am a big admirer of her. And everything that she does is 110%, and I appreciate her. And I wish all the best, and I hope the magazine seller, everybody go out and get that magazine because I'm going to go out and get mine. And
Yeah,
so,
and even for those who don't buy it, they have that where they want you to sign up for a subscription online. So I could imagine that their
I'm gonna go to the
fortunes are.
newsstand.
Yeah, but I'd rather have the one from the newsstand. But
Yeah.
either way, whether you buy it or you sign up, it's just like with Spotify. I bet you right now, it's just like the numbers are jumping and jumping and jumping,
I,
and there's going to be a surge every Tuesday of new subscribers to Spotify because of the archetypes. So, but yeah, well, good luck with finding your magazine copy. I'm going to have to try to get mine as well. But what else did you want to say about it?
yes. And the next thing, last week I signed up for Spotify. I never had Spotify because I was
Oh,
interested.
see?
So last week I downloaded mine and I didn't regret. I know she's gonna do good because the first time when I was watching her wedding, I said to my friend, she's a change maker. She's gonna give Kate a run for her money because the world wants to look at her because
Oh no, I think oh my goodness, I think I lost her. I'm so sorry about that. I think I just lost her. I don't know how that happened. I hope it's not because I just brought this photo up. Oh no. I'm so sorry about that. Oh my goodness. And I wanted to hear that so bad, but somehow we got disconnected and I do apologize for that. Well, if you're still available, please chime back in, but if not, I understand. But yeah, oh, so sorry about that. Well, you guys have a bazillion comments that I see rolling by, and thank you for whoever advised me to put it on the slow mode, which is exactly what I did. And I've never used the slow mode before, so that was interesting. But yeah, I found it like right away. Oh, are we back? Yes, we are back. It says device not connected for whatever reason. So if you, let me see, I am clicking on to see if I can connect you. Uh, yeah, I think that is on your end. So if you can try to go out and come back in, I'll be glad to wait for you. In the meantime, I'm going to take a look at a couple of the comments here. Let's see, the magazine sold out. I checked the newsstands. Well, that just means we're going to have to order a copy, and it's just like Time Magazine. I guess I got to get a new subscription. That beautiful picture of Princess Meghan is going to cause some nightmares to the deranged haters. No doubt. No doubt about that. Yeah, sold out, sold out, sold out. Wow. Yeah, and I guess maybe someone should have warned them to throw some more copies on the newsstand, some extra copies. But, it's like with anybody else. As I've often said, you always hear the same story that some designer was sitting somewhere and all of a sudden the phone starts ringing. In this case, it must be Tory Burch, who, of course, is a big name already. But as they say, the phone started ringing. I thought something happened at the factory. I thought there was some kind of, I didn't know what happened. And then next thing you know, people are like, did you see it? Did you see it? And that means that whatever that the Duchess of Sussex has worn has sold out. So this is no exception. So cheers for that. Let me see here. I guess we won't get it in the UK. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, but you can find a copy somehow. But yeah, I guess. I guess. Well, I hope you can. I hope you can. All right, you guys. So let me get to those things. And again, Jennifer, we are going to hold for you here. If you can get back through, that would be super. But yeah, these are some of the latest Photoshops. I shared that a little earlier. And of course, you guys have enjoyed the Royal Reporters Have Gone Too Far video. And there are some of those other snide faces of reporters. And then there was this I wanted to talk about. Prince Harry visibly upset in new photos from recent trip to Africa. Well, he went to a genocide memorial. He went to a memorial for a genocide. Duh, hey. Of course he looks upset. And then this photo is not even from the trip. This is just a random that they grabbed from another occasion, right? But how is one supposed to conduct oneself when you go to a, let's say, a very stoic, ominous, or shall we even say, um, uh, if you go to a memorial or if you go to some event to, like for instance, why don't we take our cue from the Duchess of Doolittle? Preparing food for the homeless, grin. Visiting children's what is that, palliative care, grin. Holocaust Memorial Day, grin. Honoring veterans, grin. And of course, there on the left side, that is another one of those honor the veterans at the cenotaph. And what is she doing? I don't know for sure, but it seems like she's plotting and scheming with her co-conspirator, her alleged co-conspirator, and that, of course, is Ford Fiesta. That is how you conduct yourself. So apparently, Harry did not get the memo that when you are at a monument to a genocide, that well, you don't just think and meditate about the terrible thing that has happened. What you're supposed to do is grin and grin and grin, jazz hands, and then grin again, jazz hand, grin. That's what you're supposed to do. Felicia, you are way ahead of me. Exactly. That is how an adult conducts themselves when you are at a monument to the loss of over 1 million, 2 million people. You're supposed to grin like you own that stuff. This is why I love you guys. You are all way ahead of it. I didn't even have to cue anybody. But yeah, so I couldn't wait to get that one out there. And then right here, a member of the local team working with the Sussexes during their South Africa visit has spoken to the Citizen, country's paper of record about Archie's nursery fire. Okay, thank you, Omid Scobie, for this. However, a source, this is from the article, however, the source close to the family who spoke to the Citizen on the condition of anonymity has now confirmed that there was a fire at the official residence where the family was staying. Okay, check. Markle's exclusive, Meghan Markle exclusive, I'm sorry. There really was a fire in Archie's nursery, albeit a small one. And so that word that went #1 on Twitter trend last week as locals expressed their outrage, blah, 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 which of course we all know that that was contrived by someone from the UK and not actually a South African. And again, this fire happened at a facility owned and operated by the United Kingdom, which essentially makes this on not South African soil, but on British soil. The team that was supposed to make this place safe was also a team from Britain, not South Africa. And so this is a false narrative that has gotten way out of hand. But again, of course, when you're dealing with the haters, that's not the point. And then the third part that I snatched from the article, the heater burnt, the house didn't burn, the room did burn, didn't burn. I didn't see the fire itself, but I saw the heater when it came out of the room. The plastic was severely melted. And so that means, as far as I'm concerned, that a 4-month-old with lungs that are still developing would have obviously suffered from being in a room filled with toxic smoke, and a room that, if not the heater wasn't unplugged, could have turned into something much worse. If there's anything that we've heard over and over again, is how space heaters, or whatever kind of heater it is that is electric, has caused horrendous fires that have killed, and it doesn't take a long time. So anyway, I'm just sharing this with you so that you know that this situation is very real. Feel free to share that information with anyone. If Big Mama if Big Mama goes on Facebook, that should be a movie. Big Mama goes on Facebook. I would love to see that movie. I don't know who's going to play Big Mama in the movie, but that is a Hollywood production I'm waiting for. Is Big Mama goes on Facebook. if Big Mama socks it to him. Oh man, I want to be in that movie. Oh Lord. But yeah, you guys, and to what Big Mama said, I try my best. Everybody, we try our best, but sometimes it becomes very emotional. And as I say, sometimes when you're dealing with a bully, you have to bloody their nose, because other than that, they're never going to respect you. And of course, I mean figuratively bloody their nose, but sometimes it gets more vital. But yeah, that's the only way to deal with a bully. You have to take the fight to them. So if you guys have found yourself in Facebook prison before, or Facebook jail, don't feel bad, because these are some very emotional things, and we're not perfect people, but we do care. So um, the road ain't gone. Let me see. Hated like crazy on the Duchess and making up stories about the Sussex's success. Let me see. They've gone to be mad as hell. Oh well. Thank you so much, Tamikia Green, for your comment. Let me see. Big Mama and Medea movie together. Wouldn't you love that, Carolyn? Wouldn't you love that? Would you love that if Big Mama and Medea were neighbors? Oh man, they could go down to the casino or the bingo night together or something. That would be so cool. Oh man. I'm having so much fun today. Thank you all for this. Let me see. Meghan panicked. A source said Meghan Markle was scared and reacted like every mother would if their child was suspected of being in danger. When we stopped at the residence, I can tell you that she didn't get out of the car like a lady that normally gets out. She bolted into the house. Well, obviously. So, again, that was in that article that was highlighted from The Citizen, which is I think it's a South African paper, but you could see the small lettering down there. And so Omid Scobie obviously read the article and decided to highlight it. And so I did read the article, and it was very interesting. So if you get a chance to read it, it is in a publication called The Citizen. All right. And so there's this. This is where all of that nastiness with the so-called South African outrage, it started from people that are actually not either from South Africa and of course, there are white people in South Africa, but those are not white South Africans. Those are not the Afrikaners, as they say. These are just some people that were hating as per usual. So they created this false outrage and campaign against the Duchess of Sussex. Let me see. I'm looking at the one on the top left. The heifer that started, what is that? That started Escape South African hashtag happens to be a racist Afrikaan residing in the UK. I told you guys, anytime something starts off with that heifer, lean into it, because that's worth the read. Anything that starts off with that heifer. I told you guys, if you see something or if you hear something and it starts off with that heifer, you know it's gonna be good. So just go ahead and sit back because you're gonna be in tears in a minute because I guarantee you it is going to be a hoot. So the heifer who started. Oh Lord. I'm telling you, y'all, I have lived long enough to know that when somebody say that heifer, it's gonna be good. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, who was the squatty that said that time when I was reading the comments and they said that heifer ain't sorry. She knew what she was doing. I was in tears. I thought they were gonna walk me out of here like Sugar Avery. I was in tears. That was so funny. Uh, anyway, let me go because I gotta keep moving here. All right, so Fox News trashes Prince Harry's idling in gas guzzling SUV, not realizing it's an Audi electric vehicle. Oh, they love when they think they got you, don't they? They love. Oh, oh man. All right. Oh, you guys. But it is true though. You know I'm right about that. When you see that heifer, you know it's gonna be good. I'm like, uh-huh, this is gonna be good. All right. So anyway, Fox News trashes Prince Harry for idling in gas guzzling SUV, not realizing it is an Audi electric vehicle. And so yeah, it was another one of those gotcha. Yes, right, Jennifer, right. Duh, duh. They thought they had him, right? Oh, there's Prince Harry. And he's idling in a gas guzzling vehicle, only to find out that it's electric. But I'm going to tell you, the last time they tried to say something about Prince Harry being in a gas guzzling vehicle, remember that time? And it turned out that it was a very large SUV, but it was a hybrid. It was a hybrid. Yes, it was a used by a limousine service, but it was a hybrid, right? And so this time somebody tries to pull that thing again, only to find out that this vehicle. Oh my goodness, you guys! It is 3:30. I think the. Let me check. Let me check and see if she's on. Let me see if she's on, just in case she moved the time back. Because I'm almost done anyway. Um, did we move the time? Did we move the time? Oh, okay. All right. So she's going to start in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up, you guys. Duchess of Success is starting in about 10 minutes. I just checked to make sure so you guys can go over there whenever you're ready. But as I'm almost done here, as you can see, there is a fleet of Range Rovers. There's a private jet and a motorcycle. That was when they went to that soccer match one of those times. There are four, not one, but four houses that will require heating and water and such. There is their private helicopter as those two eco warriors go out there to save the planet. Or how about this one? Fit for a king. Inside, you can just barely see it, but that is an executive, full size, wide body aircraft that is used by two people and a bunch of bootlicking royal rodents, right? And then, of course, there's the famous carbon footprints, not footprint, but footprints. I love that. Aircrafty. Airline bosses flew an empty aircraft 123 miles to Norfolk to pick up Prince William, Kate, and they wanted the Flybe brand shown off. And so, even though they tried to display to the world how thrifty they were with the kids carrying their little backpacks, well, for sure, you can see that that was a publicity stunt that burned a lot of fuel and created a lot of carbon emissions unnecessarily. And then at the bottom, you can see where William flew all the way to the Middle East just to plant a tree. Are you listening to me, derangers? Your guy did that. He flew all the way to the Middle East just to plant a tree and to give condolences for whoever had died that nobody can remember in the first place. I don't know if they've ever heard of the Postal Service, but the Royal Mail is quite capable of sending a letter. Plus, we do have Zoom. Okay. And then there's this. Apparently, it's hypocritical for the eco warriors to use Range Rovers, gas guzzling SUVs, unless you are Prince William. If you are Prince William with friends in the gutter press, they won't call you a hypocrite, even though you, Prince William, are now claiming to care about the environment and still use your gas guzzling Range Rover SUV to take you and to and from gas guzzling private helicopter, right? Right. And of course, if I could use the H word, look at how that heifer ducked her head to get into that helicopter. I told you, it's something about the way Kate ducked that. See how she tucked that head? She tucked her head down. Whenever she walks out of the house, she immediately tucks her head because she knows it's helicopter time. Look at her getting it. She getting it, ain't she? I mean, she diving into that helicopter head first. I call shotgun. I call shotgun. I mean, she's always ready to fly somewhere. They've never had it so good. The Queen went and bought them an £8 million helicopter so that they could take the kids to and from Buckamore, Huckleberry, wherever her family lives, or so they can go back and forth between the four houses or whatever. Kate got that head tucked and ready to dive into the helicopter. That's a very common thing. All right. And the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge flew via private jet to an exclusive island to celebrate a very special occasion. I don't even know why that's news because they do that all the time. All right. So, as you know, me being who I am, anytime they decide that they want to go for the Sussexes for anything, I am going to try to be one of the first to call them out. And I will do that every time. I'm going to repeat the same thing over and over just so that we won't forget it and so that you all may have receipts and talking points to take into battle. And so, with that, let me give you thanks for your contributions today. Alma Andrews and Elaine Parker for your super chat and super sticker. Let me see. And thank you, Sherry Ware, for creating this list for me. Thank you, everybody who participated by calling in. That was super. And special thanks to Big Mama for putting a smile on my face. I love, love, love that. You all were great. I appreciate it. Thank you, moderators. And also thanks to our faves that made the Sussex family possible. And that, of course, is our queen of everything, Queen Doria, and our queen of hearts, Princess Diana. Without their loving input, I don't know how this could have ever happened, but accidents don't happen. These blessings are for real. And thank you to our queens. Yes, the queens. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Remember, later today, you have to go over to see Claire Kane and Thriving with the Sussexes. You can find their links on the community tab. Duchess of Success will be up in about 5 minutes. But please support these platforms. It is very important. But also, as Big Mama said, you have to protect your mental health and well-being. That is more important than anything else. that I could possibly say to you in this moment. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we will look for the last word of the day. Let me see. Okay. Okay, let me see. Who wants to have the last word of the day to close us out? Let me see. Beverly McCaskill says, see you all at Duchess of Success. Stay safe, hydrated. God bless. Baron and Mods, thank you. Thanks for what you do. Oh, you're quite welcome. Let me see. All right. That's very sweet, but I don't like to be included in the last word because you guys already say such nice things to me. So I don't want to, you know what I mean? I just kind of hope that it would be more about all of us. Yeah. You know what I mean? But thank you. I guess I'll have to keep that one. All right. All right. Serena plays tonight. Stay safe, everyone. Yeah, you guys, make sure you watch that. All right, all right. This is more like it. No offense to you, Claire, but live your best life. All right. So something. Lucy Wynn, that is not gonna fly. Bye heifers, aka troll. Okay, fine. Lucy has the last word. Bye heifers, aka trolls. All right, you guys. Love you. Let's ginge avenge ourselves out of here. Since Lucy decided to go there. Whatever loved me. Whatever love. Oh man. Oh, thank you, Big Mama. Okay, love you guys. I'm gone. In broadcast, I gotta make a thumbnail too. I got work to do, so I'm not even done yet. But I'm gonna listen on with Duchess of Success, and you guys have a good day. Thank you for participating. Okay, see